Hello everybody, the Honest Faker here, fresh from seeing a client. Now, I've seen him quite a few times before. He's a bit of a regular now. He's a big fat Asian fella, hairy as the cum, fat as the cum. He's got bigger boobs than me, and that's saying something. Weighs a ton. Easy enough client, pleasant enough fella. He's come to see me, an in-call. So he's come to this big shared house where I've got a room. He's knocking on the wrong door. I say to them when they come here, text us when you're outside, because it's a shared house. So I've got to come down and let them in. Came to the door. They're never at the door. They'll text to say they're outside. I go down to that door. I'm sitting in my car here. I've just seen them. They say they're outside. Oh, the buggery. 9.9 times out of 10, they're nowhere to be seen. They're hiding around corners. They hide about. Hide behind fences, popping up like this. Oh, hello. You think, come over here, man. They're so paranoid. The clients are so paranoid that they think everybody knows what they're doing. They think that everybody knows and cares that they're here to see a prostitute. Nobody knows, nobody cares. They neither know nor care. They're dead paranoid. They're like cartoon characters, but more irritating. So they're never there. But I saw him and he was up the road. He was up there, knocking on somebody else's bloody door. I thought, what would have happened if it's some big 6'5" fella had opened the door? You'd be shitting yourself. Nobody answered. I was waving him over. I says, what are you knocking on that door for? It's not even the right street. It's just the next street up that I can see from my door here. I says, what are you doing? Anyway, he comes over. We'll go up to the room. Oh, he's a heavy fella, you know, if he's on top, you know, but when he's behind you, the thing is, he was doing that thing where we did it from behind, and you were looking at some woman walking up and down in a funny hat, giving us evils. Not for the first time. Well, not with the hat. She needs evils in that hat. What's that? That's some sort of fashion statement. It's not much you want, is it? You look like a match. She looks like a Swan Vesta. Anyway, he was behind. He's quite an easy client, you know. It's just run of the mill stuff here. But he's doing that thing where he was fucking us from behind, and I sometimes wonder, like, can men not see that women are uncomfortable? Like we haven't got some sort of special body that is actually comfortable when our gullet is like flat on the bed. Do you know what I mean? Because my arse was right up in the air, and all like from boobs to here was squashed to the bed, because he was forceful. So I was getting like pushed into the bed. And obviously that's just part of the job. The thing of it is, you've got to be circumspect as to what you complain about, because I thought, he's only booked half an hour. This can't go on forever. This like can't breathe. I haven't been able to breathe before in various jobs. You've got to be able to breathe through your ears when you're a sex worker. So you think, if I stop this, he kept losing his hard on anyway. So his hard on wasn't a done deal. So I thought, it's gonna stretch it out. That's the thing. If you keep stopping and starting, you're just stretching it out. So I'm thinking, right, let's play it by ear here. How long is this going to take? And I could feel he kept pulling out because he was losing his hard on, and he was just doing it himself, you know, to get himself hard again and all this. You think, how do I play this to get the bloody job done, get it over with? That's all you're thinking when you're in a job. How do I get this over with? How do I get it all to just end? While looking like I haven't tried to make it end. Do you know what I mean? So I did it, and you know, when your legs, women, do you know, I'm speaking to women here, do you know when your legs in that position are getting further and further apart? Now I'm flexy as they come. I'm flexy. I'm very flexible. I'm hyper flexible. But my legs were getting further and further apart, and therefore I was getting lower and lower and lower onto the mattress, onto the bed. And like, me gullet was flat onto the bed. I mean, this is a run-of-the-mill appointment. But I always just think, you know, Men just don't give a shit, do they? Can you not see that a woman is uncomfortable? They don't care. They absolutely don't care. Most of them, and the ones that say they do they? Do they just think they have to say it these days because they're supposed to be all carey sherry? Do you know what I mean? As long as they're getting what they want, I really don't think they care. I mean, like I say, do they think women are comfortable in that position, making that noise? Like, I was trying to make it sound like pleasure, which is what you have to do. You have to make pain, like sounds of pain and uncomfortability. I've just made that word up. Sound like pleasure. Because again, all you're thinking is, how do I speed this up? How do I get him to come and bugger off? And then he was moving far away from us as well. He then went on top. Wasn't he making that sort of slapping noise against us as well? Because he was quite fat. So he's slapping. Do you know what I mean? That slappy noise. Fat slap. You know, fat slap. Right. Well, it's not exactly soundproof, that house, you know. And I bet all the other tenants can hear what goes on in that room. They'll be hearing the fat slap. They're probably at the door. There's all male tenants in there. They're probably at the door like this. Woo, bit of fat slap. Love it. But it's just, and it builds up wind. It builds up wind in your fanny, and you end up fanny farting all over the shop. Which I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. I find it quite comedic. I think more comedy should be based on fanny farts. And then he just did it himself anyway. He was wanking. I was pretending to. I was doing a pretendy wank. And he was just wanking, and he caught it in the condom, you see. Spot on. Put condom in nappy bag in bin. Done. So that was just very run-of-the-mill, typical appointment. Easy. But it does always cross my mind when I'm really uncomfortable. I kind of think, do they think I'm 51? Now, I am flexy and I'm quite fit, but I'm not a 12-year-old gymnast. Does it never cross their mind as they're like banging away, getting their pleasure? She doesn't look comfortable. Do you know what I mean? And she's a sex worker. She might not want to bring it up, kind of thing. You're in it. I've said it before. Sex work is not. It's not sex like you have in your own life. And the same things aren't going through your head, and you can't act in exactly the same way as stuff when you're with a partner that you know and you've got a relationship with. But I don't think they take that into account at all. I'm not having sex. I'm working. Sir. And they don't think they put themselves in the sex worker's position. Well, they wouldn't do, because it's really uncomfortable. At all. And think, is she comfortable? If she wasn't comfortable, would she bring it up? I mean, what woman is comfortable in that position with her legs spreading apart like she's doing the box splits, looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme in 1986? And, you know, our gullet flat. I mean, how do they think we breathe? They want to try being in that position for 4 to 7 minutes. See how they feel. Anyway, right, I'm away home now for a cup of my red bush. Goodbye.